Ever wonder how cells in our body communicate with each other? How do they receive signals from the outside world and translate them into actions within? The answer lies in the fascinating world of G-protein-linked cell surface receptors. These receptors, also known as G-protein coupled receptors or GPCRs, are a large family of proteins that play a crucial role in cellular communication. The G in GPCR stands for guanine nucleotide binding proteins, and these proteins act as molecular switches inside cells. Picture a cell as a fortress. The fortress wall is the cell membrane, and the GPCRs are the watchtowers. These watchtowers are essential for the fortress to communicate with the outside world. They receive signals such as light, smell, hormones, neurotransmitters, and even drugs, and transmit them inside the cell to initiate a response. So, how do GPCRs work? They exist in the cell membrane with 7 transmembrane domains forming a pocket on the outside of the cell. When a signaling molecule or ligand binds to the receptor, it causes a conformational change in the GPCR structure. This change activates the G protein located on the inner side of the cell membrane. The activated G protein then detaches from the receptor and splits into 2 parts, the G alpha subunit and the G beta gamma dimer. These parts can interact with other proteins in the cell, triggering a cascade of reactions known as a signal transduction pathway. This pathway amplifies the signal and leads to a response within the cell. For instance, it might cause the cell to divide, to secrete a hormone, or to change its shape. The exact response depends on the type of cell and the nature of the signal. Once the signal is processed, the G protein deactivates itself and is ready for another round. G-protein-linked cell surface receptors are like the cell's antennae, picking up signals from the outside and transmitting them inside. They play a crucial role in many physiological processes, including sensory perception, immune responses, and regulation of mood and behavior. In summary, GPCRs are a family of proteins that sit in the cell membrane and receive signals from the outside world. They activate G proteins, which then split into 2 parts and trigger a cascade of reactions inside the cell. This process, known as signal transduction, amplifies the signal and leads to a specific response within the cell. So, next time you smell a flower, see a beautiful sunset, or feel your heart race when you're excited, remember the unseen world of G-protein-linked cell surface receptors working tirelessly behind the scenes, making all these experiences possible.